Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Let's get right into the charts. Okay, so from yesterday, we made our video right around the Royal R. I made the video right around here, around 4 p.m. Since then, we've been moving sideways, just sideways movement. Not a lot going on. 94 still holding here on the 90-minute chart as support. Same deal, holding here on the 6-hour chart. Same deal, holding here on the in the daily chart. Good stuff that it's holding. That is a good little sign. Could be seeing a little double. Where's my path? There it is. Could be seeing a double bottom forming here on the 90-minute chart. However, we can't say that that's going to happen. Can't say it because volatility is super low. Volatility here, as indicated by the BBWP indicator, is very low, bringing it in at 6.75%. You can also see that the Bollinger Bands here are very tight. And this blue shading of the Bull Bands, that indicates that a squeeze is happening. A Bollinger Band squeeze means that very soon a breakout will occur. How soon? Well, we can back test this by going back through other times where we've seen a squeeze on here on the 90-minute chart. Here it started on the 4th, and at the 4th at 2:30 p.m. and broke out here on the 5th at 8:30 p.m. So like a day and a half-ish. Keep going back. Let's find another one. Here it is. This one started squeezing right around here at 1 p.m. on the 28th of December, and it broke out here on the 29th of December at 10 a.m. That's like half a day. So let's keep going. Here's another one. Here's one that lasted very short, not very long at all, like what, a few hours. And then here we see that it went from 1 p.m. on the 25th to getting broken out of there on the 26th at 2:30 a.m. So half a day. So like, as you can see, every time this squeezes on the 90-minute chart, it doesn't last very long, and then a breakout ensues. The squeeze doesn't actually tell us which direction that we'll see the breakout occur. It just tells us that a breakout is coming. We got to look at these other indicators to kind of tell us where things are going. Well, there's still... No, the bullish div is gone now because, hey, we're putting in higher lows here on the price and higher lows here. That's now bullish confluence, which is a good thing. It's great. That could be a good sign that we're going to see further upside for the bulls from here. Confluence coming from this area all the way to this area, although this trend line can very much be broken. In fact, it probably, it looks like it already has kind of been broken. But it's there. The confluence is still there till price action breaks to the downside. If it breaks to the downside, that's gone. That confluence goes away as a lower low gets put in either on RSI or here on the price action. You can also, I'm going to delete this one. You can also see just like that double bottom that I was pointing out here, this tiny one that was forming. You also kind of got a double top forming here too, like an Adam and Eve double top as well, where it kind of like comes around more and then drops down. But again, that's just possible, not, it can go in either direction right now. The breakout can happen in either direction. The Stokes here pointing downwards. Not a good sign though, kind of got stuck here at the 50, stayed in bearish territory and are now showing downwards momentum. Could indicate that the breakout will be a downwards breakout. I'm going to save this before I forget and have to do everything again. You should always save often when you're charting. All right, let's move on to the 6-hour chart. We see that the 6-hour chart showing basically about the same amount of volatility, more than the 90-minute chart, but about the same as yesterday. We can see here on the 6-hour that, well, I don't need to come into that. Just keep it there. We can see that this little bull flag or bear flag that we kind of drew out here from here, that's the pole and there's the flag. If that does break down, well, it's breaking down to 85K, which is like one of that level that we've talked about, this downward trending wedge forming after this upward trending wedge having been formed, breaking down to, because that would be where the upward trending wedge started. And so that would be where the downward trending wedge would end. Now, if, however, this bear flag is what plays out from these same levels as it is now, well, then we're looking at a price target of about 79,500. Probably gets stopped here around 80 or maybe a little bit higher at this major support level of 81.8. But yeah, those are to the downside. You know, if this breaks out downwards and these supports, this like local support that we've been bouncing off of once, twice, 3, 4 times now, if that doesn't hold, of course, then we're looking at the further downside on this 6-hour chart. Otherwise, if it does hold, then we're just staying in this bear flag and possibly putting in a double bottom, but we'll talk about that if that support holds and what that would entail if that support holds. But for now, on the 6-hour chart, we're looking a little bit more bearish. Why? Well, the RSI stopped here at 50, just like the Stokes did on the 90-minute chart, remaining here in bearish territory. While, though, they are over the signal line, which indicates some bullish momentum. So the bulls still have a chance on the RSI. The RSI is saying the bulls still have a chance to move it upwards for this V-shaped recovery that we were looking for. The Stokes, however, are starting to curl under and have just barely made it under their signal line. That would tell us downward movement from here. And usually once the Stokes start, curling and moving downwards, they stay curling and moving downwards. We could see them come all the way down real quick while price action just finds support here at that local support level, and the RSI maintains a higher low than these two lows here on the 6-hour chart. That would be a good sign that that would be a good sign if we saw the Stokes here on the 6-hour get back into oversold territory, turn upwards, start curling upwards, while the RSI puts in a higher low and price action gets stopped or finds support here at this local support level around 91,130. That's what we're looking for bullish moves. That's what we're looking for to show us some strength from the bulls. Otherwise, if that local support drops, then we're looking for those downward movements down to 85, down to 79 possibly. Don't want to scare you, but hey, look, check this out. If that's 79, I don't need to, no. I'm gonna grab you, come on, get out of here. There you go. If that 79 level is reached, look where that lands on the Fibonacci retracement here on the daily. Right square into the golden pocket between the 786 and the 618 retracement levels. That golden pocket is like a heavy reversal zone. Now, if that gets down there, that still would keep this bull flag in play. Now, why? Well, as long as, let me draw one more. This would still be the top line. I could even draw it more like so. It would be the top line. And then the bottom of the flag would end up having to be drawn from there or there down to wherever that ends up dropping to. Still remaining in the flag. However, at that point, the measured move would only bring it back up to about 106. Not even like, all-time highs. So yeah, if we do break down that low, I would still expect one more bounce up, but that might be our signal that the bull run's over. If the bulls can't pick it up from here, can't push upwards, can't V-shape recovery like we wanted, then that might be it for the bull run. We'll see though. We shall see. The Stokes here, though, on the daily are ready to turn upwards, putting in a higher low. The RSI here also not putting in a higher low, but flat lows, not continuing this trend of lower lows. So that could also be a good sign too. Right now, though, we're just watching for this breakout on the 90-minute chart and to tell us which direction things are about to go. If it breaks out up, we can expect this V-shaped recovery, possibly getting stopped out at 99.8 again. Or if it breaks to the downside, well, then I'm expecting this support level to be, to stop and be a possible bounce point. But if that support level breaks, then I'm looking for these downsides on the 6-hour chart to play out. That's what I'm looking at. Hate to say it, but that's what it is. Hey, the music went away. I'm going a little bit over time. Thank you for watching. Music was provided by Luminist and Sax Squatch. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome. Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best. Have a great weekend. Much love. See you later.